YouTube displayed this advert either in late 2023 or early 2024. I wasn't taking notes. Now, I'm a very trusting person. I can believe Michael Crawford is a multimillionaire. At a push, I can even believe Stephen Abrahams is a multimillionaire. Although in his case, I suspect it involved him doing a deal to sell his soul to the devil. Then when Old Scratch handed over the dosh and slapped his forehead as he realised he'd been duped and Stephen didn't have a soul to begin with, Stephen probably came out with, I said no returns. So, Michael, yes. Stephen, yes, at a pinch. But this guy? Really? These scammers running these binary options trading app scams created a number of characters that would be likely to appeal to different audiences. Brandon Lewis is a tech bro, and his role appears to be to attract young men to the exciting world of fake trading and conspicuous consumption. He owns a Lamborghini and has an earnest manner, and that is the extent of his characterization. Disclaimer! As in the other videos in this series, I am making fun of the characters and the situations depicted, plus the sales messages. I'm not aiming to ridicule the actors, especially on this one, because there's good evidence the actor didn't understand at the time what he was getting into. This video purports to be about a company called Gemini Holdings, and Gemini Software, or Gemini 2. Now, Gemini turns out to be a very popular business name, and this fictitious company and app should not be mistaken for organizations or software with similar sounding names. Alphabet has a Gemini, doesn't it? Finally, I am not a financial advisor, and I am not providing financial advice. Just snarky comments.
He was one of Google's top engineers working from their head office in Silicon Valley.
Oh no, he wasn't. But the scammers give him more credibility if they say he worked at Google.
But 2 years ago, Brandon Lewis made a discovery that enabled him to retire a multimillionaire at just 28 years old.
So he's retired. Good for him.
A discovery so powerful, it is going to revolutionize the financial industry by putting the power of large Wall Street banks and hedge funds in the hands of 50 ordinary people.
It's very early in the sales pitch to highlight the scarcity of this opportunity. Only 50 ordinary people.
He's been offered tens of millions of dollars to keep it from reaching the public.
This claim strengthens the message of scarcity, and also has overtones of dark forces trying to prevent us from getting our hands on this opportunity, whatever it is. In a similar way, Michael Crawford warned us that his quantum code video might not be up for very long.
If you are struggling financially and you're looking for a way to get out of it fast without being asked anything in return, please give me a few minutes of your time, as we will be only showing this today, and it looks like this video won't be up for too long.
Seeing as Brandon is a multimillionaire, the offer of tens of millions of dollars from unknown people isn't going to be much incentive to him, so the scriptwriter really hasn't thought this through. A stronger motivation might have been blackmail, with faked photographic evidence of Brandon getting up to no good, or something jolly like that. They could have put a cloth bag over his head and driven him around in an anonymous white van for half an hour or something. I guarantee it would have been more entertaining than this Gemini sales video, but I'll do my best.
But he's determined to give a lucky 50 people access to his 2016 beta group.
The script repeats that 50 supposedly lucky people are going to share in the fun, as Brandon walks through the serviced offices that have just been hired for the day.
Before releasing the second version of his Gemini software to the public in 2018.
Sorry, that is a very unfortunate freeze frame. This video was filmed for release in 2016, so 2018 was looking ahead at that point.
Hey, my name is Brandon Lewis, CEO of Gemini Holdings, and today I'd like to give you the opportunity of your life.
Oh, he's very informal, isn't he? Not hello, but hey, my name is Brandon Lewis. He's certainly not underselling the proposition. Apparently it's the opportunity of our life. What else can we spot? The rented office conference room has a Gemini 2 logo stuck on a wall between two sets of coat hooks and next to some electrical switches. We saw something similar with Quantum Code. They've made a bit more of an effort with the logo in the background where the reception staff are, admittedly. Brandon has also stolen Tasha's MacBook from Stephen Abrahams. The scammers are certainly getting their money's worth from that prop. We were told at the start that Brandon retired at 28, but here he is back at the daily grind as if nothing has happened.
By joining me and my team as a beta tester for the world's only no-loss trading software.
I must take issue with Brandon here. The world's only no-loss trading software? Has he not heard of Michael Crawford's Quantum Code, Stephen Abrahams's Tesla Investments, Harry and Julia's Click Money system, John Lucrosa's Lucrosa system, Dr. Stephen Francis's Swarm Intelligence, Edward Robinson's Orion Code, or Quincy Brooks's Secret Millionaire Society? They all promise exactly the same thing, and by a massive coincidence, they were all invented by the same team of scammers. The great thing is that Brandon wants us to be one of his beta testers, which will be a familiar proposition for anybody who buys a game on the first day of release.
A software so powerful that over the last 3 years, it's been consistently making between $10,000 and $50,000 per day without a single losing trade. And very soon, it's going to be doing the same thing for you too.
Brandon's sales pitch follows the same pattern as the others. Make at least 10 grand in a day. And we will definitely be doing that today. Colour me interested. And stupid to believe a single word.
Now, I know you've probably heard claims like this before, so let me quickly show you some of this morning's trades. And just so you know that this video is real and has not been faked in any way, let's quickly check out the New York Times website so that you can see it is in fact today's date and current news.
Stephen Abrahams also proved how current his video was by showing us the news.
Also, because the world of trading changes daily, I just want to prove to you that this is current. You can see today's date right here. See that? Great.
The date of this New York Times website is August 10th, 2016. I assume the idea was to swap out the news website for a more up-to-date one from time to time to keep the scam contemporary. Because Brandon's script doesn't make any comments about the news articles displayed in those more innocent times, such as, "That guy Trump, huh?" Or, "We're doing great in the Olympics, USA, USA." It was an era before Wordle. One thing I don't understand is why the offer is 4 weeks for €1 instead of $1.
Let me show you how the Gemini app works.
These scam pitches like to feature a supposedly live example of the trading system making money. But for Gemini, the scammers have chosen to place a demonstration very close to the start of the video. Again, I assume they would have swapped out the date to match an updated news website screen grab. The problem here is that the demonstration runs for 2 unbroken minutes. At least Harry and Julia, Stephen and Michael would take a break and just check back every now and then. Perhaps the scammer's intention was to bore the audience into submission and make them believe that a simple animation of fake numbers on a screen was a true representation of live trading results. I've sped this up because it really is very dull. Brandon just puts it into auto trading mode, advises us to keep it compounding so our profits are reinvested, then supposedly shows that it wins every time.
This isn't a one-off or a fluke. This is happening every single day. And very soon you could be profiting from these exact trades too. Let me show you my main broker account, the one I use every day. Page after page of winning trades. Day after day and week after week, all without a single loser.
Yes, the only losers are the scam victims who lost everything.
If I switch over to the accounting section, you can see each week I'm withdrawing between $50,000 and $200,000 pure profit. I know, a bunch of numbers on a screen probably don't mean much to you. So, as the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I've decided to take to the streets and to show you how literally anyone, and I mean anyone, can use my app to change their lives literally within minutes. Let's do it.
Brandon has decided to head to the streets to pick up some rough trade. Cue some more scenes of him driving the Lamborghini that he definitely owns and certainly wasn't just hired for the day. These scammers always like to convey a false impression of wealth through ownership of cars and property. And strangely, conspicuous consumption is something you can also see in adverts from totally legitimate pillars of society like Greg Secker and Wesley Virgin.
If you've got more than enough money coming in each month, feel free to skip this ad. If not, do you fancy a big boost?
And not just that, as an added bonus, I bought them a brand new Mercedes S-Class, a car with well over $100,000. And when you succeed, you cannot forget to spoil yourself. So I bought myself not one car, but 9 of them, such as a Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, BMW, McLaren. And at the condo I lived in at the time in Miami, where I was neighbors with Lionel Messi, I was forced to rent out an entire level of the parking garage to score my car collection. I even bought my son a brand new BMW to celebrate his birthday.
I'm sure they would be shocked if they realised how the trappings of wealth were misused by these scammers in 2016, giving reliable, trustworthy business gurus a bad name. We watch as Brandon parks his Lambo very carefully. Luckily, there is nobody behind him. Hold on, where did that car behind him come from?
I'm actually really excited about this. Someone's walking around town right now, and they have no idea that their life is about to be changed forever.
And by a curious coincidence, the actors who made these videos had no idea how their lives would be changed forever, either. To give the story some credibility, Brandon's first mark is not interested. She's the only female character with any lines in the entire video.
Ma'am, excuse me, can I have 2 minutes of your time?
Oh, I'm late for work.
Okay, if you give me 2 minutes, you'll never have to work again.
Yeah, right, no. Sorry.
Okay, have a great day. This is gonna be tougher than I thought. I'm an engineer, not a salesman, so maybe I need to change up the... Man. Hey, thanks, you want one?
I wish.
This is more like it. A guy who dresses like a schlub. He yells at random strangers from across the street. He's attracted by Brando's Lambo. He could be the ideal prospect for the Gemini scam.
Come here for a sec.
I don't really want to be on camera. Are you on TV or something?
No. I own a small financial company, and this is just going to be on our website. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess so. Is that yours?
It's all mine. Hey, what if I told you you could own one of these by the end of the month?
I'd call the Mat House to see if they lost a patient.
Okay.
I can barely afford rent.
This guy tells Brandon he has no money. Perfect for the type of victim the scammers want to pull in.
Let me buy you a beer, and we'll discuss it. What's your name?
Nothing weird about this situation at all. Were you in the habit of stopping young men in the street, sir? Men you had never met before? Then offering to buy them a drink before you'd even asked for their name? You can see how it might appear to a sceptical person, sir. We see all sorts in the police force, and I'm not a judgmental man. Live and let live is my motto. But you must admit, some people might view this as risky behaviour, what with you being a millionaire and all. Please, sir, don't get irate. I'm just trying to ascertain how it came to be that you ended up wandering the streets at 3 a.m. with only a dustbin lid to preserve your modesty.
Jerry Price.
Brandon, nice to meet you. Come on, come with me.
Okay.
The two guys are getting on famously.
All right, Jerry, so here we are. What I want to show you today is the Gemini app. This is the exact app that I used to amass over $25 million in the last 2 years. And we're here to set up an account for you.
I'm a little bit skeptical, Brandon. I mean, this kind of feels like a sales pitch.
And there's a good reason for that, Jerry.
No, not a sales pitch. I'm not here to sell you anything. Okay, let's do this. Here are the keys to my Lamborghini. Let's leave them right there. If you don't leave this pub within 30 minutes with at least $1,000 more money in your bank account, you can have my car.
Would you say you were given to impulsive behaviour, sir? Was it a normal afternoon for you to hand the keys to your Lamborghini to a young man you had only just encountered on the public thoroughfare?
You're putting your money where your mouth is. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, sounds good. I want to make this as transparent as possible. How much money do you currently have in your bank account?
I mean, I'm a little embarrassed to say, actually. I'd rather not.
No need to be embarrassed, okay? We've all been there. In fact, most of the people watching this have all been in the exact same situation as you.
The scammers are clear about the victims they want to target. People with very little money to start with.
Okay, well, let me check. I have exactly $63.37, but my salary will come in early next week.
All right, do you mind if we show the camera?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, can I have it for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the Gemini website. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so right now you're in the members area. Okay, so go down here and fill in the details and register for your free account.
Okay.
All right, so right now Jerry's filling in a couple of details to set up his account. Doesn't take more than a minute or so. After he's done filling in his private details, we'll connect.
All right, and done.
Excellent. Now, in the background, Gemini 2 is setting up your account, and it's linking the software to our trading platform, as well as one of our vetted brokers. Seems like it's almost done. Should only take a couple of seconds.
Done.
Yep. All right, it's all done. So, what you have to do is verify your deposit. So you opted to deposit $250, which is the minimum for the Gemini to trade with.
After that easy setup, Brandon asks for $250, a common feature of all these scams, because they all use the same underlying system. And I mean underlying.
Now, in order to make money, the system needs an initial deposit of $250 minimum.
The $250?
With $250.
Now, I see you've made a deposit to fund your account, so we're good to go.
You need at least 250 euros.
One question that is never asked is, how did Jerry manage to invest $250 when he showed us that his only money until next week's paycheck is $63 and the all-important 37 cents?
As you can see, your balance inside the Gemini app is $250. Now, let's take care of a couple of settings. Auto trading algorithm, on.
Okay.
Currencies enabled.
All right.
Stocks, disabled.
Okay.
All right. Now, compound wins enabled. Compound wins means that whenever you win, your trade size gets larger, which literally means your balance will grow even faster. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
ClickBunny's Julia also highly recommended compounding.
And it will ask you if you want to wire it back into your account. You can bow out at this point, or you can keep going. I recommend, obviously, you keep going, because the money you will make that day will boggle your mind if you just give the ClickMoney system a chance to do what it does best.
They want to appeal to our sense of greed in wanting to make as much money as possible by reinvesting the fake profits we have supposedly made. This makes us less likely to attempt to withdraw our profits, bringing the scam to a premature end, and increases the likelihood that we will invest more money in the system, whether the source is our savings or money we have borrowed from family and financial institutions.
All right. You're all set, Jerry. Now, are you ready to start your new life?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so all you need to do is hit the Start Auto Trading button.
Okay.
If you press Trade Results, now you can see the trades being executed live. So, let's check back in a minute or two to see what happened.
Okay. You know your car's on the line, right, Brandon?
I have 100% trust in my software.
All right.
So far, the video has supposedly happened in real time, so it is not explained how we can have a 2-minute break here.
Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. Let's look back in on the app.
Okay.
If everything went all right, it should have taken a couple of trades already.
You know what else they should have done in those 2 minutes? Taken even one sip of booze. We saw them share a toast, 2 minutes had gone by, yet the level of the Guinness in their glasses is exactly the same. What were they doing?
Hey, I'm Director. I can't afford to let my cast get drunk. You ain't touching a drop more till we wrap this scene.
My apologies for that appalling accent there.
Unbelievable.
Look at that. So, your current profit is $245 on top of the $250 starting deposit. So, $245 in profit in a little over 2 minutes. Let's finish this pint.
I believe you humans call this a pint. On my planet, we would refer to it as I had never previously encountered the terminology pint, which is why I gave the word that strange emphasis. It is one of the many amusing matters that I have observed about your species.
We'll check back in 15 minutes. Put your phone down.
All right.
The guys are getting along famously, although during 15 more of your Earth minutes, they still haven't quite managed to finish their beers. It is of course possible that Brandon asked for his pint to be replaced with a raspberry milkshake, judging from the residue in his glass.
Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes since we started the app, and I had to force Jerry not to check his balance every 30 seconds. Let's see what we got you, man.
Hey. Oh my God. Is this real? $1,075 in 15 minutes? I don't know what to say, Brandon. I mean, this doesn't feel like real money.
Oh, it's definitely real.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Okay, in fact, let's withdraw some of the money right now so you can see it with your own 2 eyes. Due to the amount of money that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, we have an enterprise-level banking contract. That means we can transfer money to any bank in any country in a matter of minutes rather than days. And there is no need setting anything up in the app itself. All of your details are securely stored on the broker platform, just like all the other millionaires who trade on the same platform.
Who are the other millionaires? As far as we know, Brandon is the only person using the system, and he's looking for beta testers.
It's a bit like when you withdraw money from your PayPal account and the money is in your account within a few seconds. So, if you could go to home,
okay.
All right, let's click Stop Auto Trading and then press Quick Withdrawal in the app right there.
All right.
All right, now let's specify how much money you want to withdraw. Now, we said $1,000, right?
Yeah, let's do 1,000.
Okay, so fill in $1,000, hit Withdraw.
Okay.
As you can see, you're connecting to your broker first, then sending out the priority transfer to your bank account. Bank transfer successful.
Now, does this mean that the app stops trading? I mean, I'd like to keep it going now.
Oh, no, don't worry. You can restart trading anytime you want with the money left in your account. But first, let's go for a walk. Your money should be there in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right?
You want these?
I do.
Here's a rare freeze frame of Brandon beaming down to our planet.
Okay, so here we are. It's been about 15 minutes since we transferred the money. Would you mind looking at your bank account?
No, not at all.
And?
What the? It's there, Brandon. This is incredible. My account is $1,063.
Jerry is distracted by the made-up money that's been transferred to his made-up bank account. So distracted, in fact, that he has failed to notice no time at all has passed since he first showed his bank balance to Brandon. Yet we know they had a 2 minutes later, a 15 minutes later, and a further 15 minutes to walk off the alcohol. Perhaps Brandon carries his own pocket time field around with him.
And 37 cents. I mean, that's $1,000 more than what I had in my account this morning.
Now, would you like to go withdraw this money so that you can see it's actual spendable cash?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Terrific sleight of hand here from Jerry. He holds a wad of fake cash in front of the dispenser just out of shot and then acts as if he's taking out of the machine feed.
Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I mean, I haven't had this much cash in my hand since I sold my car for cold hard cash. I gotta give you some of this.
No. I've got plenty of it, and I'm making more every day. Wow. This is all yours.
And this is gonna go on forever?
Yes, it will. And if you don't mind, I'd like to keep in touch because I'm sure the folks that are watching this would like to see your progress over the next couple of weeks.
I'd love that, man. I mean, I can't thank you enough for hooking me up with this software. I mean, it's like I'm dreaming.
Dreaming would be one explanation for the time anomaly.
Welcome to your new life, buddy.
Alright.
What was that? You bet! I'll see you in a month!
Brandon's doing that waving to people off camera thing. There's nobody there, really.
All right. I'll be checking in with Jerry in about 30 days. That was about a month ago. Such a fun day. We have more of Jerry's progress later in this video, so keep watching. Now, you've seen how easy it is to set up the Gemini 2 software and start making profits.
This time, they have stuck the Gemini logo on a whiteboard. It seems they just bung it anywhere it can be in shot.
You're probably wondering how it all works, and most importantly, how can you get involved? And that's a great question. I will tell you exactly how you can get involved in just a second, but for now, let's talk about you.
Me? Why me?
If you're watching this video, you probably aren't doing great financially. And there are a couple of reasons for that.
Is it because only somebody desperate would still be watching this unconvincing sales video?
Let me tell you this. It is not your fault. Here's why. You probably have been scammed, lied to, and been misled more times than you care to admit. And that's probably also why you lack confidence, you are too scared to take action on good opportunities, and the support from your friends and family has slowly went to zero. I've seen life on the other side.
The other side?
The side of successful people who wouldn't even think twice about spending $20,000 on a meal. And I can tell you for sure, the system is rigged against you. I'm here to give you the tools to a new life. The tools that will give you something far greater than any $30,000 watch or Lamborghini. Freedom. The type of freedom where you are in charge, where you decide who you listen to, where you take your family on holiday, what kind of car you drive, and where you want to live.
If it's all the same to you, Brandon, I think I would just like some money instead. All this freedom sounds like far too much work.
I'm going to help you achieve that. Just like I helped the people from our first beta group achieve the very same thing. But don't take my word for it. They will gladly tell you themselves. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably bursting with excitement right now, ready to get started. And by all means, if you want to make sure you reserve your spot, go ahead and create your account right now. Fill in your email address and profits will be adding up in your account in just 10 minutes from now.
The scriptwriters want us to sign up as quickly as possible so we don't think rationally about what we are being offered.
You might be wondering, Brandon, how on earth did you come to build a trading app this powerful? That's a great question. 2 years ago, I was working for my former employer in Silicon Valley. I worked on a project called the Alpha Code. What we were trying to achieve was a way to predict how much the search volume for a specific keyword on the search engine would be well into the future. In plain and simple terms, if 100 people search for the word Coca-Cola today on Google, we would be able to predict how many people would search for the same word at this time next week and next year.
They are pretending that Brandon worked at Google, as they did at the start. But his explanation doesn't make much sense. Why would a company need to predict the level of searches for a specific word next week? People are searching for loads of words all the time.
I dedicated 3 years of my life to finding this predictive algorithm, until one day I found it. It was one of the happiest days of my life. I had accomplished what I had dedicated 3 years of hard work to achieve. My employer gave me a big thank you and shelved it away for future release and said, "Now go work on something else."
The employer also said, "Who on earth signed off on this project in the first place? It's an utterly pointless idea. You say you wasted 3 whole years on this, Brandon? Why? Did you never stop to think how useless it was? You're fired."
I mean, they gave me a nice bonus and everything, but they did not understand the power of the algorithm I'd created. I just couldn't let it go. I knew that there were a ton of practical applications for this program. So in the evenings and weekends, I started perfecting and optimizing the algorithm, thinking of other uses for it too. Then, an idea struck me. What if I could use this on the financial markets?
It's amazing how undervalued people like Brandon are in the industry. It's clearly a widespread problem. Michael Crawford also had reservations about such treatment.
Believe me, I was probably poorer than most people you know. I made a mission in life to be successful in order to provide for my family and to help people in need. This is why I decided to quit from the firm where I developed the near quantum speed technology and started making our customers a ton of money. I was very happy to help, but I didn't like the fact that I wasn't in control of all that money being made. I couldn't help the small guy benefit from years of research in my work. All the profits were going into the hands of greedy Wall Street guys and their shady friends. Heck, even the very people who helped me develop the quantum code system were kept away from the profits being generated. Those guys, the ones you met here in my office before, they slaved 16 hours per day and developed a system that was generating billions of dollars, yet they were on minimum salary. That's why I took them away from that company, and together we launched this company, Quantum Code Incorporated, that aims to generate a lot of money from trading, but with the clear goal to distribute that wealth in a better way.
The first day I tried it, it gave me a 90% return on my investment. I'll never forget that day. I hesitantly put $1,000 in my broker account to test how it would do. At the end of the day, I was nearly doubled in my money. That was insane, but I know I could do better. I recruited a few of my former colleagues and started building the Gemini 1 app. We launched it to a select group of friends and family early 2015. Every single one saw their account grow from just a few $100s to thousands within a matter of days, tens of thousands within a matter of weeks, and hundreds of thousands within a matter of months. It was unreal.
Yeah, it certainly was totally unreal.
But again, I knew we could do better. More engineers joined our team of experts, and now we've finally arrived at version 2 of the Gemini software. It's the most powerful predictive algorithm the world has ever seen. In fact, I've gotten multiple offers in the tens of millions of dollars to keep this program from reaching you today.
Conspiracy alert! Unnamed people want to stop us having Gemini too, as we were told at the start of the video.
But that's not going to happen. Think about it for a second. How would your life be different if you had access to this piece of software? Imagine you being free to do whatever you want. How people will look up to you. How you would feel giving your boss the so-called finger. That, to me, is worth way more than any money any corrupt bank could ever give me. I mean, look at Jerry, a guy I just randomly ran into on the street. We're going to go meet with him today. He started using the software last month. I will take you with me on that meeting so you can see for yourself just how brilliant this piece of technology changed Jerry's life.
The subtitles are making up for Brandon's fluffed line. He said, just how brilliant this piece of technology changed Jerry's life. Now we will see an extended sequence of Brandon driving to Jerry's house, once he can get the Lamborghini to move. Jerry has another car rented just for the day. A Maserati this time.
Jerry got himself an exotic, just like he said he would.
But it may have been hired on a no-drive basis, since we never see it in action. What's happened to Jerry? He's been transformed. Apparently, when you earn big money, the first thing you do is dress up and start wearing a jacket, shirt and tie.
Hey, congratulations on the car. Nice.
Thanks. I bought it with cash last week. Yeah. Come on in, buddy. What do you think of the house?
It seems Jerry blew so much money on the car that there wasn't enough to buy oil for the front door hinges.
It's good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you too. So tell me, how much money are you making again?
Honestly, the day we met, I couldn't believe what was happening to me. So I ended up going to the store and buying a MacBook Pro.
A MacBook? Just like the one you have, Brandon. And I bought a white supercar like yours, Brandon. And I no longer dress like a schlub. I wear a jacket and shirt just like you, Brandon. These things are important. Jordan Peterson said so on a podcast, Brandon.
I thought somebody was going to tell me this is a joke and take all the money away.
Right.
On my way home, I just kept refreshing my screen, seeing the profits flood in again and again. I mean, I spent the whole night looking at my phone, looking at the website, making trades, and winning them. The next morning, I went to the bank as quickly as I could and drew out $5,000. The feeling of holding that much cash in my hand was something I've never experienced in life.
It's nice, right?
And here I am today. I mean, it's been, 30 days? I'm making $100,000 a week, and that's going to grow every single week because of compound win settings. I just feel blessed, Brandon. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, you took the opportunity when it presented itself, so you deserve this.
Brandon's indulgent response is like that of Stephen Abrahams talking to Tasha / Katie.
Wow, this is so cool, Stephen. Thank you.
Oh, really? It was nothing. You were the one who was prepared to give Tesla a try.
So yeah, this system is guaranteed to work and was the best thing that happened in my life. Michael, I literally love you more than my own family. Nobody has ever done anything like that for me, mate.
Thank you, Mark. Now you're making me blush. I'll talk to you later, buddy. You do know I love to help people. This is just who I am. You see, I'm not your typical jerk millionaire. I'm not the guy going around rubbing his success and his money under people's noses. I actually feel blessed to have the opportunity to pay it forward.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Grab you a drink?
Oh, yes. On the rocks. Glenlivet.
There we go. Check out my pool.
Hey, who's that lady? Such a great guy. Every single person that was accepted into our beta group in 2015 is now a millionaire, including Jerry.
The promise that every participant is a millionaire is very common with this set of scams.
You see, both Jane and Matt, as well as all the other 8 members of the Tesla test group, have all received $1 million for their investment in Tesla.
Do you see that? Now, these were regular people just like you with no particular skills, and I turned them into millionaires overnight. You saw members of my tech team making millions of dollars with their copy of the system.
There will be an extra step, but this extra step will guarantee you become a millionaire this year. Well, what would having access to a system that could generate up to $10 million mean for you and your kids?
This is a moment you'll always look back on. It's not every day you get an offer to become a millionaire for free. And that is why you can't get this wrong. You will never regret it your entire life.
And this is how confident I am about how Lucrosa works and why it made each one of our members $2.5 million last year.
And now it's fake testimonial time.
Let's hear from a couple of them now.
Holy crap, guys! After just 1 week of using the Gemini app, I'd made $38,762.42. Another week on, and my account balance was now at $144,823.32. And now, check this out. After just 1 month, my account balance is sitting at
Yeah, well, seeing as you're dialing in from the year 2105, that amount is probably just chump change after the hyperinflation spiral that hit the world economy in 2087. Fun fact, this testimonial giver is actually the film producer who made all these scam videos for the scammers. On the US side of the pond at any rate. I'm not sure who filmed the UK based ones.
$110,733.12. And that's after I withdrew $65K to buy this, the sailboat of my dreams. I've been making money ever since. You guys simply rock. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, full disclaimer, I'm Brandon's cousin.
This one is giving off real hostage video vibes.
He gave me access to the beta version that he launched back in 2015, and I have been forever grateful to him for that moment. Within the first trade, I was making money. Within the first week, I knew it was the real deal. So real, in fact, that I quit my job, and I've never looked back. With money like that coming into my account each week, I can live life as it's supposed to be lived. So I've gone from literally hating every aspect of my life to loving all of it. So, if you are presented with the opportunity to get yourself a copy, take my advice, just go for it. And I guarantee you're going to love every second of it.
Check out my new ride. All thanks to you and the team at Gemini. I know I've told you this 100 times before, but I really can't thank you guys enough. My life has changed beyond all recognition. I really am living the dream now, all while still making huge amounts of money from wherever I am in the world.
And now, you are about to join the folks you just saw. Do you feel that if you have access to this powerful money-making tool, it will help you achieve that financial freedom you desire?
That would be a no, Brandon.
Okay, listen. I'm not going to get all hyped up and get you all hyped up about what this is and how this can help you. If you don't want it, big deal. There are hundreds of people who want nothing more than you closing this page. However, if you are sensible and you're at your computer watching this video, you know that what I just showed you is the most foolproof and easy way to financial freedom.
It's not really though, is it, Brandon? He doesn't care though, he's wrapping it up with more pressure, trying to scare us to sign up quickly, just in case we miss out otherwise.
You need to take action right now, because if you don't, someone else will snag your copy and you will miss out for good. With that said, here's what you need to do right away. Fill in your name and email in the box below this video. Once you've done that, click the yellow button and you will be directed to the private members area where we will set up your account for you. I will meet with you on that page with a fresh video and explain exactly how to set up your account, get access to the software, and start making profits. Go! Fill in your email address and hit the Get Access Now button. Your life is not going to change if you keep doing the same stuff you've been doing forever. That is just not how the world works.
Curiously enough, the fraudsters who made so many of these scam videos did very well out of doing the same stuff they had been doing forever, until they were caught. But now there is a new lot of scammers reusing these videos for their own fake trading apps, which is why I too am doing the same stuff I've been doing forever, pointing out the scams and the false sales messages.
So either take action now, or accept a life of scarcity and being told what to do by other people. Don't delay this. Fill in your details right now, and I'll see you on the other side.
And so we bid farewell to Brandon Lewis, the multimillionaire. In his place, we have a video posted by the actor who played him after the Gemini 2 video went out, and you can see how narked he was about the whole thing.
Hello there. Some of you may recognize me from a commercial that aired recently for the Gemini 2 app. Many of you have also figured out that it's true, I'm an actor. My name is not Brandon Lewis, I'm not the CEO of anything, and I'm definitely not a millionaire. I, like all actors, was hired to do a job. I showed up on set knowing nothing about the product or the company, and I left. Many months later, I started receiving messages from people telling me that the company is a scam. So I need to clarify some things. I'm not the CEO of this company. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a millionaire. I know nothing about online trading, and I definitely don't condone or support anything fraudulent. So please, feel free to share this video with as many people as you would like.
I know some people think the actors should be named and shamed for the jobs they took. Even now, when it's 8 years on and they have zero control over these videos or the fact they're being reused by new scammers. But I'm not so sure. In the 30 plus years of my own career, I've very occasionally worked on projects where the clients subsequently turned out to be dodgy. I wouldn't want to be held responsible for their bad behaviour when I wasn't aware of it during the time I was working for them. So you weren't aware of it at the time you were working for them? Is that what you're telling me, sir? Rather convenient that, if I may say so. There you was, blissfully unaware, happy as a lambkin, while all this skullduggery was going on right under your nose. Oh, you wouldn't put it like that, sir. Let me refer to the words of your statement. Not skullduggery, more questionable sales practices. If you say there's a difference, I'm sure you're right, sir. Such distinctions are a little beyond the comprehension of the likes of me. And it's not me you've got to convince at the end of the day, is it, sir? It's the jury. But as I'm just you with a slightly different voice, I'll let you off this time with a click round the ear. And don't let me catch you doing it again, you young scamp. Thank you for watching.